Hey, Shalom. Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Waha, Rahakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Akim, pushing his word in truth and sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. This is Amathia from GMS Dallas, and wanted to go into a quick lesson. Lord willing, this will be edifying to the elect of Israel. Now, the inauguration was on Monday, which was the 20th. All right, of January, and now we're on Wednesday. All right, going to the January 22nd. So the inauguration of BJ, all right, the United States new president. Now we're seeing that once he came into office, you have a lot of these people in America having mixed feelings. Some people are on one stream of for Trump, one and the others on the extreme other side, having an extreme dislike, hate for Donald Trump. It's like a rubber band. You got these people are pushing so far away, saying that we are with Trump. So people pushing, pulling back so far away, saying that they're with him. And it's going to be a point when you pull a rubber band back. What happened when you let both go on both sides? They clash, and it'd be a violent clash. Now, this is something that's being set up that we knowing that overall is going to be set up for the actual government to bring forth some correction. All right, you set up a problem. Okay, then you have chaos, and then you have a solution to come and resolve everything. This is what we're going to get ready to see, but it's going to be more of a violent authoritative reaction that's going to be set up by the government. You can have people being for it. Then when those people realize, they're going to realize that it was going to be a downfall, a detriment to all sides. Okay. So I wanted to go into this. This is Wikipedia going into ultra nationalism, or say extreme nationalism, is the extreme form of nationalism in which a country asserts or maintains detrimental hegemony, supremacy, and other forms of control over nations, usually through violent coercion. You know what I'm saying that right? Coercion. All right, now you see what it says here, usually through violent coercion. Now, when you go into the word coercion, I may can pull it up here. It goes into like persuading someone. Oh, there you go right there. It says coercion involving compelling a party to act in involuntary manner through the use of threats, including threats to use force against that party that involves the set of forceful action which violate the free will, okay, of an individual in order to induce a desired response. These actions may include, and it goes into it, all right. So it's setting up for what? A force, all right, to set up a forceful action, all right, to violate what? Free will. So it's gonna, because you're gonna have people saying that he's doing too much, and it's gonna cause a lot of chaos, and it's gonna bring forth what? It's gonna bring forth what is that? Oh, the people to uproar, and it's gonna cause a response, all right, a persuasive response. Okay, and let me go back here. And this is going into and it's setting up for all these different um, executive orders that he's going into and he's setting up. And it's causing people that have been settled in this wicked way as far as the Transformers, all right, the Alphabet Gang, they have had so many rights and he's taking certain things away from them. Now he's telling them like it's just going to be male and female, not all these other alphabets. This is going to cause a bunch of chaos, saying no more of deleting your baby. All these things that being written into is to bring more people to extreme anger of what they believe in. Okay, what their beliefs. What they want. Do as thou wilt. The Aleister Crowley spirit. Now all that is going to be brought to basically saying correction. It's not do as you want. You got to do as we guide you to do, because this is what is a hegemony, a supremacy. Okay, so when you go into Donald Trump orders here, it says tracking Trump executive orders, um, what he signed so far, and this is on it's called Axios. And it says here, it says the president began his pledge to give him, I'm reading right here, America mega makeovers Monday, taking a slew of executive actions to walk back Biden era policies and fulfill bold campaign promises. The big picture, okay? It says the president radical expansion of executive power would dramatically change life for millions of people, okay? And it said radical, united put the word radical expansion of executive power, and it is gonna be radical, okay? Because he's rebelling from a lot of the orders that was set up from the administration prior that we just had 4 years ago. All right, well, throughout the last 4 years, okay, and it's, so, like I said, this is gonna bring people to push back further and further like a rubber band. All right, it's gonna be division, right? This is gonna cause a lot of Americans to be divided, just like you say, family against family, all these things here. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna get a precept here. Okay, and this is, you know what? I'm gonna start right here, and I wanted to get um Matthew, but I'm gonna start right here. It says this is Ezekiel 37 and 33 and 7, since it was already on here. It says, "So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore thou shalt hear the word of my mouth and warn them from me." And we're giving you warning of what's about to happen. All right, we're giving you warning that this could be the spirit of what's his name? What's the Roman man, the Roman emperor name? Nero. It could be, the spirit of Nero in this man, which we're actually seeing. He's setting up to bring a total change in Babylon, aka America. And he's gonna blame it at the end on a lot of you Jakes, you Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom. And look where he's doing. He's setting everything up. He's gonna blame a lot of things on you niggas, spicks, tomahawks, and he's gonna come down on like Rick Ralph, as it says in Revelation 12 and 12. Okay, because but he got a short time. This is Matthew 10 and go down to 34. This is Matthew 10 and verse 34. Lord says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth." And this is in red letters. So this is Yahweh Shai speaking. All right. "I come not to send peace, but a sword." So Yahweh Shem Shai, okay, he said he's not going to come to send peace. And what we're seeing is, he said, it was going to already, the world was going to already be in turmoil. It's going to already be in distress. All right. It's going to already be kindled before we get to this earth and put his final stamp on it. Okay. Verse 35, it says, for I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and daughter against her mother, and daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. All right. And we've seen that going into, you got to think, DJ, your president now, when he was the president before, all right, 4 years ago, That was the end of his presidency. But when you think about it, throughout that, starting 8 years ago, he set up, and what was that in I would say 2020 operation. What is it? Warp speed. All right, to get that icky vicky in you. All right, that juice that was causing division amongst families, and they put everything upon it and trying to rush it and telling people they got it. You have to take this. Oh yeah, that was a major thing. He was setting that up. And you think that it's not going to be implemented in this to go around when another plan happened? Another, you know what I'm saying? So it's it's all set up to for them to become um with the stream government officiating. Okay. When you go into that word ultra nationalism when we were reading earlier, okay, it goes into what? Ultra being like extreme of something, a nation, a territory where people are led by the same government. Okay, and ism, the suffix, it goes into the action or practice or doctrine, going all these things. So it's going to be set up for extreme order to lead the people, and it's ultimately going to lead to what? A division amongst everyone, and then they're going to bring forth a solution to help with the things that are going to come down the pipe, which is famine, pestilence, all these things. And he's going to bring that sea hill. Okay, that's going to come with the chip. This is our solution. Okay, and you finna see again, like I said, back during the time when the C vid hit, it was a lot of division in families. All right, some of these families already they got torn apart where they can't even come back together in this time. Okay, all because of that. Some people wanted to said you have to get that icky vicky, that juice in you. Some said they don't, and what happened? It caused a bunch of division. All right, and this is what uh, this agenda is set for the government: divide and conquer. And the conquering is going to bring for like we're going to bring America back together, make it great again. But we're going to utilize this chip to help to keep everything in line. Okay, and you can have some people against it, some people can be with it. It's going to cause a lot of this is going to start a lot of confusion. Okay, it's going to cause a lot of confusion. All right, let's go back over here. It says it's gonna, like I said, it's gonna cause a dramatically change the life of millions of people. Okay. It says here executive orders in 2025. It says immigration executive orders. Many of the president's first orders curtail immigration at the southern border. I saw a video where the southern border, they have already shut that down. It's already been closed off. So now they're going to start set up for what? Right here, he says he promises a mass deportation, but hasn't detailed how it would implement staff and fund such a massive, costly operation. Okay, where he's saying it's going to be great, it's going to be good, it's going to be good for the family, right? I mean, for Americans. All right, this is that like you said, that doctrine, that what he's setting up, the practices. This is going to be an extreme change in measures of how America's being ran at this point. Okay, like I said, it's going to be more of a Big Brother watch, a really ultra. How I want to say it's going to be ultra micromanage. you know, ultra micromanage. Okay, it says the president has declared the U.S. Mexico vowing to deploy troops to the region, including the National Guard. He also instructed the secretaries of defense and homeland to construct additional border barriers. All right, now He just said we just seen up here, they hasn't but hasn't detailed on how they're going to implement it. They're not going to give you the full scheme of how they're going to implement it. It's just going to be put out there. He may say something, but this is going to cause a lot of people, because a lot of people that came across the border have families here as well. That, like I said, starting with Jake. All right, Esau is looking to do away with the nation of Israel. All right. And we are scattered amongst the other nations. So he's looking to do away with, like the Georgia Guidestone said, is 500 million. That's how many people we need out of almost 9 billion people. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. And this is something that he said is going to be safe to see. This is, you read it down. He also instructs the secretaries of Defense and Homeland Security to construct additional border barriers. Trump designated certain international cartels and organizations such as the Trinidad Aragua and the MS-13, if I'm saying it correctly, Aragua, as foreign terrorist organizations, and announced plans to invoke Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to target them. Okay, and I'll have to look up and see what the alien the act. Now, when you look at that, they I said the word, well, Lord will they ain't catch it a terrorist, But these not all the people they're gonna be calling, terrorists. They're gonna be setting up for like you say, you Israelites, all right, that knowing you Israel, all right. And then this is what's going to be set up, because, like I said, they're not going to be able to. They're not going to provide you all the detail. You're just going to get kicked. Don't get kicked in, and you're going to end up in a camp, right? Like I said, and you have people cheering for this like it's going to be all good, but it's not going to be all good. It's going to be set up for. It's going to be set up for you to receive a kick in the ass when you thinking everything is going to be good. Like I said, you have these two extremes, and while he's going to be dividing, he's going to be conquering. All right, he's finna set up a country where you're going to be dictated and watched by like Big Brother, and it's going to be set up because they're trying to set up what, that N to the W to the O. All right, this is First Thessalonians 5, and I'm going to go on down here to you know what? I'm gonna start right here. I'm gonna go up. I'm gonna start at verse 1, but I want to read verse 3. It says, verse 1, First Thessalonians 5 and 1. But of the times and of the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that is the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, because when you get in prison, he's writing, going into these executive orders, because he's letting people know, I'm going to protect you. It's going to be safe. All right, we're doing it for you, for the people. Like I saw the video where they compared Bane when it was on the Dark Knight of the Batman movie, when they had Bane on there, and he was talking to the people in New York City. He said we're gonna take the city and basically give it to you, the people. And Trump, he said the same thing. I mean, and what did it set up when Bane was in the movie? It was like martial law within New York. They blew the bridges up. They kept you in there, and that's how it's going to be set up in due time. 15-minute cities. You got to have all your paperwork set up. That's what the real ID is going to be for. They're going to be looking at people IDs, because you got people walking around. A lot of who they call immigrants, like you said, you mostly looking for Jake, and they're going to be looking for those, and they're going to have these checking for those real IDs. All this is coming to effect. All right. Never trust thine enemy, bro. You know, that tells you in the scriptures. What is that? Sirach 12. All right. This man says here, verse 3, for when they shall say peace and safety, then, okay, when you think you well off, cool, calm, collective, We can get what is that? They shall think to be in a good case. Second Ezra 16. We'll get there next. All right, because they're gonna think they're in a good case. We're in peace and we're good. Even the people that's probably against Trump right now, they probably start seeing they may while they putting all this chaos that's going to be developed in the streets. You may have your I'm just throwing it out, throwing it out there. I'm just examples. You may get a increase in pay at work because of something that he enrolled into. Your rent may go down all of a sudden. You may say, hey, we're gonna knock the insurance prices down for everybody. It's gonna be something that you're gonna say, okay, he ain't too bad. It's gonna be people that's starting to get in the comfort zone as far as the peace and safety, but yet it's still like a boil of water in a pot that's with the fire on and on the stove that is finna start boiling. It's gonna get hotter. All right, peace and safety. Then sudden destruction come up upon them as travail of a woman with child, and they shall not escape. And when a woman is pregnant, what happened with those contractions? It hurts. She's like, okay, I'm calm. Next thing you know, bow, it hits again. You think it's safe to relax, and it hits again. So these contractions is happening. We actually are seeing this, but they're going to get stronger and stronger. All right, things are going to get stronger and stronger. All right, because we read earlier, what was that in ultra nationalism, which I think this is what it's going to be. It says hegemony, because hegemony is a political, economic, or military predominance of one state over one state's either regional or global. All right. Basically, it's been set up to be that way. And like I said, other forms can control over other nations, usually through violent coercion. It's gonna be a violent way to persuade people. All right, that's going to, like I said, it's gonna lead up to that chip. It's gonna be a violent, like people gonna be on board, and then it's gonna get to the point where it says the ones that are not on board, you gotta get rid of the program, or you're gonna get put to sleep. If you catch my drift. All right, well, get off up in these in these buildings. All these buildings they finna convert, these Walmarts and all these places finna convert to camps. Come on now. But you finna have like I say, these I was reading that earlier. I think it's on here too. I'm gonna just kind of scroll through here. All right. Remain in Mexico policy. All right. You said the president reinstated the Remain in Mexico policy, ending the program that released asylum seekers into the U.S. while their cases were considered. This U.S. Customs and Border Protects websites, and you know what I'm saying, and just read through it. You can pull it up. I just wanted to kind of scan through it. Like you say, the president birthright citizens executive order. All right, it says one of his boldest moves was an attempt to end the what is it called? The birthright citizenship for those born undocumented immigrants. And I had to figure out what that was. So I pulled this up and it said AI overview. Birthright, because I said, what is the difference between birthright citizenship and neutralization? And it reads here, birthright citizenship means automatically becoming a citizen of a country simply by being born within its borders. So we just never know. He may be talking about the ones that just came over here, but then again, if you look at it, oh, it's gonna get to a point where you can have a lot of troops, maybe have foreign troops that's gonna probably be here sooner or later because that's gonna be set up for that as well, and they're gonna be, like I said, kicking in people's doors. You thinking the people that's over here that's now just having babies since they just opened the borders, but you can have people that's 20, 30 years old talking about they parents with the first generation over here that probably didn't have their papers at the time, and you was born here, he may grab you. Think about that. Like we just read earlier in Ezekiel 33. All right, the Lord has set up watchmen to give warning to Israel. We're letting you know. One thing to main thing to know who your power is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, Yahweh being the Father, Yahweh Shai being the Son, the only begotten Son. Okay, who the world equally calls Jesus. Knowing that you're Israelite, and one of the things to do is repent, put off that old man, and follow the ways of your Father through the best of your ability, letting go of some of the things, trimming some of the things that you do upon the earth, and have faith and believe, and that'll help work on you walking to a better drum, which is the good news. Okay, that new song through the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and also knowing who your enemies are, which is the other nations. And like I said, the Psalms 83 with Esau, Edom being that top nation, all right, the sons of the wicked. All right, now, but even the sons of men, these other nations came together to what? Put an end to us, cut us off from being a nation by cutting off our power, knowing who our power is. But the Lord has brought that to our understanding, okay? And this is the time that we're in that you need knowing who your correct power is and having him guide your path, because these times we're in, we're getting in the thick of things, bro. We finna get into some, like you said in New York, man. We were getting into some mad destruction in America, a mad breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about the breakdown of society. Mad breakdowns finna happen out here. You know what I'm saying? Look at this. He finna set up, like you say, with birthright citizen. Like I said, this is finna cause an uproar of the people. Like I say, with sudden destruction, then peace and safety, then sudden destruction. This is coming, bro. All right, this is a good one too. You know, Sirach. I'm gonna get Second Ezra's 16, but I want to read this here. Sirach 2:2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble, because the Lord, like I say, He's gonna guide our path. All right, we got to have that faith. You know, that's the stability of our time. Strength of our salvation. Fear of the Lord is His treasure. Okay, this is Second Ezra 16 and verse 21. Yeah, Second Ezra 16 and verse 21. It says, "Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in a good case." All right. All right. They're in a good case. You think you all at peace and safety. You can go wherever you want, do what you want, get something to eat at any time of the day or night. All right. You think you're in a good case, but what happened? And even then, evil grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. And we're seeing that. People think this is all good. They can still go out on a Friday night. All right, still go sleep up under another man's woman. All these things, you know, like it ain't no repercussions on it. All right. But as this is going on and you ain't looking and being blinded by the Lord, you know, you ain't asking the Lord to forgive you and open your eyes, you seeing evils grow everywhere. And the Lord told us to let Israel know. We putting this word out in the wind, and the Lord will let the elect receive it and catch it, you know. So it ain't up to us, it's up to the Lord, and we ain't, you know, we don't say you. The Lord is picking that, you know. Who gonna get that Tawah, all right, which is that spiritual mark is talks about in Ezekiel 9, or you gonna receive um that Charakma, which is in Revelations 13. Okay. Because evils is going to grow upon the earth. You think everything is so good, everything is in good case, you're in peace and safety. But sudden destruction is going to come about. All right. This is Second Ezra 15 and 15. All right. I'm gonna start at verse 14. It says, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein." All right. "For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another with swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Okay. And it says that sedition amongst men. Okay. And it's gonna be what? People are gonna be fighting, they're gonna be going up against the government, all these things that are about to be up, it's gonna be an uproar on things. All right. And what did I'm gonna switch to this here. And the kingdom divided cannot stand. I'm gonna get that as well. This is Matthew 12. And I'll get it. I think did I finish that? You know what? Let me finish this here. Okay. This is verse 17. It says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. And we finna see, you finna see set up of what is that? 15-minute cities. Yes, it's coming. Verse 18, for because their pride, cities shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor. All right, because you're gonna have famine. You know, when somebody want to eat, they may come try to take your food. All right. People are upset that you are, y'all are politically adverse against one another. So that brings forth tension. And might bring forth somebody bringing out a sword. All right. All these things that are coming. Okay. And it says, verse 18, it says, for because of the pride shall the city be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed. Men shall be afraid. Verse 19, the man shall have pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Okay. So the Lord is going to break that staff of bread here in Babylon. Bro, and we're in some exciting time, but some fearsome times as well. Okay. And this is how it's going to be. I'm just going to play a little bit of this, but it shows how it's going to get to a point. And this is just for fair use only. Fair use is where, like I said, this is going to come because people are upset, bro. These people are on edge. And now the president here is going to help people become more of a bump heads against one another. Okay.
Our liberties and our nation's glorious destiny will no longer be denied, and we will immediately restore the integrity, competency, and loyalty of America's government. Over the past 8 years, I have been tested and challenged more than any president in our 250-year history, and I've learned a lot along the way. The journey to reclaim our republic has not been an easy one, that I can tell you. Those who wish to stop our cause
I don't know what's doing that
have
for.
tried to take my freedom and indeed to take my life. Just a few months ago in a beautiful Pennsylvania field, an assassin's bullet ripped through my ear. But I felt then, and believe even more so now, that my life was saved for a reason. I was saved by God to make America great again.
See, and that's what it's going to become. He's going to be. He's already looked at, as an idol. These people are really mesmerized by the president here. Yeah, I think it was Eve, Northern Kingdom, talking about, on the street. It may have been probably a tear, I don't know, but talking about you have God, and he said, and God bless Trump, and Trump is going to basically bless the people. Just kind of roughly paraphrasing, but she did put Trump up there on a very high pedestal, which a lot of these people are. All right, you finna see Edomites finna come out. These very proud. All right, good old boys. All these, oh yeah, they finna come out and show their it's all finna really show their teeth, showing who they really are. And our people is still gonna be trying to say, let's get along and hug and stuff, and he's gonna put a pistol in your face. So you got to keep that in mind. All right, and this is a country that is divided. All right, and what is it in Isaiah 19? The Egyptian is going to be set forth against the Egyptian. These things are really happening, but we ain't. They would say, well, y'all neutral. No, we against Babylon. We're against the Edomite rulership. You know, and who are we for? We're for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Okay, we're for the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka the good old US of A. We're looking for a new rulership because we, through the spirit that we receive through this truth, we become what? Have that rulership mindset. Okay, so we celebrate when the house is divided. I think it's in Revelation. Matthew. Dang, I'm trying to think of where is it. Okay, come on. This is I'm gonna read it in the NLT. This and it's over here on this side. This is Matthew 12:25. It says, Yahushua knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A town or family splintered by feuding will fall apart. All right. And what did we read? They're gonna think they're in a good case, but yet you see the division going everywhere. All right. The Lord is setting up the Egyptian against the Egyptian. All right. He's setting up, like I said, a town and family, Matthew 10 when we read. All right. The Lord is causing that division. Okay. Verse 26, and if Satan is casting out Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. His own kingdom will not survive. And you seeing the Edomites against Edomites. They're not going to survive. You seeing even with the countries that at odds with one another. America, Russia, they're Edomites. All right, they don't get a pass too. They don't get a pass either. All right, Lord said He was against God. Okay, that dwell in the land of Magog over there in Russia. All right, so the Lord, He said, hey, and yeah, this is Yahweh Shai speaking. Okay. So we seeing a kingdom that is going to be set up for a civil war, and it's going to be doomed. All right, and they're going to bring forth a solution when the chaos erupts, and it's going to be for that sea hill, and he's going to bring that ultra nationalism. All right, and it's going to be a violent persuasion that's going to be brought forth. So you can have the division in the amongst the cities, among the countrymen. You're going to have a lack of bread that's going to be set up. You're going to have the money system being brought down. All right, the whole society is going to be torn apart. And this is through his action and practices. Okay. But before then, you're going to see still looking at that peace and safety. You're going to think yourself to be in a good case and what happened. It's going to be a major surprise for you. When the Lord said, like say he's going to, Esau is going to come down with great wrath, knowing but he got a short time. He's finna come down with great wrath, especially on you Israelites. So if you ain't got Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, hey, I don't feel sorry for you. I'm trying to pray that Lord will the Lord hold me and keep me amongst my brethren. All right, that's in this truth, that's preached the correct doctrine. So with that, I'd like to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Waha, Rachakwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakim pushing this truth in sincerity. Shalom.